What happens when you become super rich? Do you develop a taste for the most expensive things you see, or do you just have the means to buy the things you've always wanted, so you do so? No matter what the case may be, the fact remains that money is not an issue for the rich footballer, of course, and they enjoy spending it all on the most outrageously expensive items on the planet. That's why in today's video, we're going to tell you the most expensive things footballers own. So make sure to watch this video till the end. That being said, let's begin. Number 1. Antoine Griezmann. As soon as we start talking about millions of dollars spent on ridiculous purchases, it's impossible to forget the name of Antoine Griezmann. I mean, come on, in 2019 this dude signed a $145 million deal and couldn't just be the average soccer player in Coppa Ferrari. Nah, this man had to be exclusive, so he went out and spent $500,000 on this. There is no doubt that Anton caught one of the iciest and rarest watches in the entire world, a Rolex Rainbow Daytona. This masterpiece came with a 36 baguette-cut rainbow sapphire bezel and 56 brilliant-cut diamonds, but hey, $400K isn't a bad price for an item that some in the world can show off to their friends. Number 2. Neymar Jr. As a child, Neymar grew up in the worst conditions that could be imagined. During the time of his childhood, his family was so poor that they lived in a house with no food and no electricity. As if that wasn't hard enough for Neymar, he was bullied by neighborhood kids every single day as he played soccer in the streets. They would make fun of Neymar's hand-me-down clothes and the teeth that his family could not afford to have better, but Neymar didn't let it affect him in a negative way. It only motivated him to do everything in his power to make sure he and his family were able to survive. Therefore, he sacrificed everything and dedicated his entire life to becoming one of the greatest soccer players ever to represent his country in the history of soccer. As of 2009, Neymar had signed hundreds of millions of dollars in deals and was going from the ghetto of Sao Paulo to mansions in Rio. In addition to this, Neymar also spent $14 million on a helicopter in 2019. In fact, this Mercedes-Benz's helicopter can be used by 10 passengers, and it is hard to tell whether it is Neymar's without his logo on the tail. Aside from that, he also had the entire interior of the car customized in the style of his favorite superhero, Batman. The fact that Neymar is one of the world's best and highest-paid football players, he can now add another title to his belt, which is that of being the owner of the NFT of Bored Ape Yacht Club. According to Boardroom, he bought 2 BAYC on the NFT marketplace OpenSea in January for 349.5 Ethereum, which is valued at a little over $1 million at the time. Anyway, next up is footballer model David Beckham. At the time, there was a company that was looking to promote a hair cream as being ideal for slick, sporty, and smart personas, and they thought Beckham was the perfect person to do so. On one condition, however, he would be required to get a haircut that was so specific that it would cost him close to $6,000. In fact, as far as I can see, it doesn't appear to be anything that my barber can't do for $30. Beckham really contemplated the idea for quite a while, as it was more than just his hair to him. In fact, it was who he was, but his wife saw the deal that Brill Cream was offering and forced him to go ahead. Ultimately, the decision paid off for Beckham, as he was eventually able to sign a 4-year deal with the company over a period of 4 years for a total of $6 million. So that one-time investment of $6,000 investment was worth it. Next up is the absolute GOAT, Leo Messi. Among the world's highest-paid football players, Lionel Messi, the forward from Argentina and Paris Saint-Germain, has the most expensive car collection. I guess it shouldn't surprise anyone that PSG's star now earns around $75 million per year in salary and more than $110 million per year if its endorsements are added up to it. It's no surprise that Lionel Messi is the owner of the world's most expensive car collection among athletes, including a $36 million 1957 Ferrari and a $4 million Pagani Zonda. Additionally, he owns Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S Coupe, Cadillac Escalade, Range Rover Vogue and Sport, as well as a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale. Not only that, but Messi also owns a fantastic house in Barcelona in which he lives. It is Messi's house in Castelldefels, located 22 miles outside of Barcelona in the area of Castelldefels where he lives. It is located on a plot that is shaped like the field of a football game. In addition, according to a recent report in The Sun, Messi put up a total of $2 million just to renovate his house. The renovation included adding wood floorboards, brightly painted walls, and a swimming pool with a panoramic view. It is safe to say that the renovation of the house helped to increase its value considerably. And on top of that, it's not a surprise that Messi is one of the players in football who can afford to rent a private jet. Besides the fact that the jet costs $15 million, it also has a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, and 16 seats that can be folded so that they can be turned into 8 beds. He uses the jet to travel the world together with his family. Next up, we have the living legend who is known by the name of CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. According to Forbes, Ronaldo is the world's 3rd highest paid athlete of 2022, earning $60 million on the field and $55 million of it in the last year alone. As the highest goal scorer in the history of football, Ronaldo has earned over $1 billion over the course of his illustrious career, according to Insider. It is reported that the ace footballer owns a number of properties around the world, including a $9.7 million mansion in Madeira, a $1.8 million villa in Marbella on the Costa del Sol, and an $18.5 million apartment in Trump Tower, New York City. It is believed that his latest purchase will be the most expensive home in Portugal. The property is located in the Cascais region of Quinta da Marinha, one of the most expensive residential areas in the country. As per Sportskeeda, the 3-floored mansion, which is located 40 kilometers from Lisbon, has an area of 2,720 square meters inside and an area of 544 square meters outside, which has a large swimming pool and plenty of open space, allowing plenty of space for entertaining guests. As the building is located at the south-facing end of the property, it offers mesmerizing views of the Atlantic Ocean and has an elevator as well as solar panels. And on top of that, his garage can accommodate up to 20 cars, which is kind of small-looking as his cars collection. As per Marca, the mansion is valued at $11 million, but with all the refurbishing, the value will go up to a whopping $21 million. And not only this, Ronnie also owns a sensational collection of luxury watches. So let's start off this list with something special. With a price tag of north of $1.2 million, this Hublot stunner is crafted in 18-karat rose gold and adorned with baguette-cut diamonds and a rose-cut diamond. There is nothing more fitting than wearing a special timepiece when meeting someone as important as Sheikh Hamdan. It is safe to say that CR7 wore probably the most regal piece from his watch collection at the time. An iced-out FM diamond tourbillon, apparently costing over $1.5 million, this timepiece was crafted using a rare French technique called Certi Mystérieux, which translates to mystery set. The setting of gemstones without visible mounting, sometimes also referred to as an invisible setting. And not only this, Cristiano owns some of the rarest and most valuable pieces of watches that not a lot of people on this planet could possibly own. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and for more such videos, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.